Hey, what's up, family? Today I want to talk to you about TV. Exactly. A lot of people are not really understanding the concepts of what um, the TV does. Based upon waves and frequencies, um, as well as the difference between cable, like live stream media and sports and things of that nature, compared to like DVDs, Netflix, and things like that. There's two different wave frequencies and vibrations that are formed by both of them. Um, and the concept of not watching TV is it's really understanding on what these waves and vibrations are really focusing on. Because with cable TV, like with media, news, and football and stuff, they feed you a different kind of wave frequency. Like with live TV, you got commercials and stuff like that. And what it does is it feeds into your being and it fills you with emotions, with different things, and it controls you. Cable TV controls you and giving you thoughts and ideas and allowing your mind to process this stuff and allowing your consciousness to just totally be blocked away. So you're pretty much just a computer absorbing information and being controlled, becoming a follower of it. Say you see McDonald's and they say Big Mac and you're like, oh man, that Big Mac sounds so good. Now, if you didn't see that commercial, would you still want that Big Mac, right? It's the same concept. It's mind control. Same way with religious shows as well. It's the same thing, and they feed you information, and then you're like, oh yeah, I never thought of it that way. Now, you can learn from things like that because, I mean, there's stuff you can learn from live broadcast stuff, but it's the process of if you weren't watching it, would you have thought the same thing? See what I'm saying? It's a download process. Um, that's why it's important not to watch the news or follow politics, because what it does is it creates things and you just end up being a follower. There's absolutely nothing you can do about the government. There's nothing you can do about the news. The news is all staged. It's all this war politics crap is all just staged, and they just, you know, you're just watching it, following it. There's absolutely nothing you can do, no matter what Bill of Rights they sign. Um, whatever they want to do, they're gonna do. There's nothing you can do about it. You can, even if you protest, there's absolutely nothing you can do. It's a totally different system, and it's just a way of controlling and manipulating you guys. I mean, even the presidents themselves don't even run this stuff. It's an organization that is run beyond that. Everybody's just followers and puppets in this game, and you guys are following it and being controlled and manipulated by it. Same with sports, same thing. Like with what I found out, like with basketball games, I guess every time there's a commercial, they stop the whole game, right, for commercials, and then they start back up. So it looks like you didn't miss anything. So you got these people spend lots of money on tickets, and then they gotta wait till the commercial's done, then they go back. If that's not staged, I don't know what is. Just like wrestling. Um, Wrestling is a perfect example of what these real sports do, like baseball and football and basketball. It's entertainment. Wrestling was found out, I mean, a lot of people knew wrestling was fake, but it became public mainstream that it was fake and people still watched it. So the point is, if you knew that football, basketball, and baseball were staged and planned, would you still watch it? Yes, you would. It's because of the drama. I mean, look at all the drama they have with football right now. I guess there's some person that is very strong Christian oriented, so they got the Christian organizations getting involved in it, and it just creating conflicts. There's like conflicts all over the place to keep people interested, because people are becoming more and more aware and a lot more smarter. So what these people who run TV are doing is trying to make sure that there's a lot of stuff going on, so you're constantly talking about it. Oh, what is this coach going to do? Oh, what's this player going to do? Oh, is this person going to go into into this team, or this person going to go to this team. They keep you occupied, so then you will continue to follow it. And it's just a following process. If you can watch it as entertainment and not have any emotions to it, then it's okay. But if you are easily prone to being a follower of these things, this is all you talk about, you just talk about football, 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 you're just talking about football all the time, and things like that, then they got you. You're attached to it. And you're following it. Like myself, I still watch wrestling. I still watch things, but I observe them. I don't allow it to control me. I'm here to observe, and I'm here to bring teachings that have been lost back here. But I'm also here to experience and have fun as well. And I am going to experience. I play video games, when I got some free time. Um, I watch wrestling. I watch Japanese animation, and that's the thing too. Let me finish with media, and then I'll talk more about DVDs and other things. But yeah, with media and cable TV is the absolute worst thing to watch, because the live streams that they feed you affects your whole field and your whole wave of controlling. And it's kind of like just like a virus, pretty much a chemical virus that just sends waves to you, and it controls and manipulates you all the way, with commercials and things like that. Oh, I gotta buy this, or I want to buy this, or it just constantly changes your structure, your whole formation. So that's why cable TV is bad for you in every way. It really is, because it controls you in every single way. So yeah, get rid of your cable. That is the most important thing. You don't have to get rid of your TV, but get rid of cable. Do not watch things that are live feeds. Because live feeds has a humongous wave vibration feel to it. It's a lot stronger. Even if it's taped, it still has that wave frequency to it. So become aware of it. And like I said, if you understand these, you can keep your fields up and watch this entertainment. Just don't continue the legacy of it. Don't be constantly talking about football over and over and over again, or things like that. Constantly evolve. Don't devolve yourself. So I recommend get rid of your cable. Get rid of cable. There's other ways you can watch stuff. I mean, you got YouTube and Netflix. Netflix, I think, is an awesome thing, because you got there's TV shows on there. There's many different things on there. There's not sports on there, but like I said again, if you want to watch sports, go watch at somebody else's house. Just as long as you don't have it in your house, you're constantly watching. Oh, what's going to happen? Internet can do the same thing. If you're not getting what you want, you're going to look it up, and the internet can take control of you just as fast as the TV can. But I'll talk more about the internet later. But get rid of cable. Like I say, if you want to watch a football game or something, go to somebody else's house. Because you guys get together with those anyway. So if you guys want to do that. It's fine. I encourage you guys not to. There's a lot of ritual type stuff that actually happens with football and basketball games, and a little bit of baseball, but it's mainly football and basketball that has a lot of ritualistic stuff, and takes your energy. That's also what cable TV does too, is takes your energy and you feed it to the field. So there's also alchemy involved with football and basketball, with numbers, like with how people win. Like I said, everything is staged. Who they choose to win, they know everything. The coaches know everything. The players may not know. See, that's the catch. The players may not know. There are certain key people. If there's anybody that is really popular and that they're pushing as a star, they're involved in it. But other players, they don't know anything about it. The coaches get together and they show them, how they're going to play together, and they know who's going to win, who's going to lose, and the numbers match up to what they need for a ritualistic energy thing. True facts. You don't need to believe me. Just look this stuff up, because it's true facts. Everything is alchemy used, just like with McDonald's and Arby's, any huge franchise has some kind of alchemy attached to it, and it draws you guys in. Um, that's why we say 13 is a very powerful number, because 13 is used a lot in a lot of things, and it will manifest success. It really does. So become aware that alchemy is involved as well, and I'll talk more about alchemy later on. But anyways, yeah, get rid of your TV cable all the way. Get rid of cable. Do not be involved in it. Now, DVDs have a different wave frequency. It doesn't drain you like cable does. Now, there's certain things that can, like say, there's categorized movies, right? You got horror movies, romance movies, stuff like that. If your emotions change with what you watch, then you need to turn it off, because it means it's controlling your emotions, and it's going to create attachments in your being. It's going to make you think of situations and scenarios that you may want in your life, stuff like that. If that's what's happening when you're watching DVDs and stuff, or watching movies, you need to turn it off and rethink things and understand your field and your emotions, because you never ever get emotionally attached to anything. Okay, watch it as entertainment. That's it. Sometimes it can get you a lot, but just become aware of it, and make sure that you clear your field if you do get emotionally attached to these. That's why, if you can't watch TV at all, that's really good. But sometimes watching through certain things will actually make you more aware of stuff. I've been watching Star Trek. I'm a big Star Trek fan, and there's a lot of truths in each Star Trek. There really is. Like the old Star Trek, tons of truth in there. I mean, literally, there is a ton of truth. Gene Roddenberry, he had have been open to the universe or something, because this guy, he just knew everything. Watched The Next Generation. It was made in '87, I believe, and they already made like these, those notebook things, digitalized books and stuff. Those were already made. Cell phones, were made in the old Star Trek. They're communicators. Everything was created. The whole Star Trek universe is based upon where we are going to be here in the future. Everything is in there, and Star Trek Deep Space Nine for me is just over the top, just real accurate, because it talks a lot about consciousness and different states of consciousness and everything like that. It's an awesome series. It really is, and it made me remember why I liked it when I was younger, when it first came out. There's a lot of stuff they talked about, and I'll make some videos on a couple episodes and give you guys some pointers on how accurate this stuff is and what to become aware of. There's even an episode they had where they were on a planet, and this planet disappeared like every 1,000 years or something like that. Something like that, I'm not sure. But they were on a mission, and they all of a sudden saw this planet appear, and they went on there, and they were talking with these beings and stuff. I mean, they're human type beings, and they were explaining, on how every 1,000 years, or was it? I think they're there for like 3 weeks, and then they go back. And when the planet and all the people, when they leave, they turn into one stream of consciousness. Their form and everything disappears, and they become one stream of consciousness. And it's a whole different, perspective on things, which to me sounds just like what we're going to be transforming to, going into 5D. But they experience in one state of consciousness together, and then they come back, and then they're as individual beings. And even on this planet itself, they didn't eat any meat at all. It was just all nature, beautiful nature. They were just eating fruits and veggies and stuff like that, keeping pure. And towards the end of the episode, one of the crew members wanted to stay there, and when they were starting to go out of the dimension, she couldn't go because she was not emotionally ready. her field was unstable, and she wasn't eating properly. Because there's a lot of things. Like I said, I'll do a video about it. But it just gives you an example of how what you can find in certain TV episodes. You know, Deep Space Nine's a great one. I've learned a lot from it, or just making you aware. You know, same with Japanese animation. You can learn a lot because they're in a higher state of consciousness. In terms of, you know, traditions and really just looking within inside yourself, you know, understanding that inside of you is important, and, you know, the outlook of things, you know, looking beyond the physical form, you know, because they use a lot of emotions, a lot of real concepts. Make you aware of it. It's good stuff. You just got to find the right anime, because there's a lot of junk anime out there as well. But if you can find the good ones, you'll learn a lot from them. And you know, like I said, if you can't watch TV, don't watch it. But if you do, just be smart in what you watch. You know, I'll watch it as entertainment, and you know, if you're learning from it, not controlled learning, but if you're letting it allow you to look at things in a different perspective, then that's fine. But if it's controlling you and controlling your emotions, turn it off. Get rid of it, because that's not what you want. You want to be in control of everything. You want to control your field and what comes into your field. So yeah, get rid of TV cable. Don't want anything to do with that, because that totally messes up your emotional field. But you know, if you can watch DVDs, and you know, even Netflix is fine, you know, because you can watch all sorts of different stuff on there. Got kids, you know, then they can watch that. You know, if they're not getting what the cable is giving them, that is great. You know, it's better to give them something that doesn't have, you know, something that's at a lower field like Netflix than at a higher field like cable, because cable has a very high wavefield, and it will manipulate and just control the heck out of you. So allow them to, you know, to keep it a lower field. DVDs, Netflix, you know, it's a lower vibrational field, so it's not so high and controlling on them. And you'll see a difference, dude, because I mean, my kids will watch like Dora and stuff, and if they watch it on cable, they're glued to it. But if they watch it on Netflix, they'll watch some of it and then they'll walk away. So see, whatever that cave frequency is, the cable frequency and wave, it is very strong, and it will just turn you into a zombie. But anything else, it's not that bad. You know, I mean, you can just watch your kids, you know, watch them with cable, they'll stay there the whole time. Watch it with Netflix or DVDs, they won't stay there that long. They'll start playing with other stuff. You know, you'll let you have to say, well, I'm going to turn TV off if you don't watch it. So that's what you want. You know, if they get distracted, then they're not getting manipulated by it. So anyways, this video is real long, so I'm going to end it like that. Watch it a couple times. Become aware, you know, that, you know, there's a lot of things that involve wave vibrations and alchemy as well. So be careful what you watch. If you're not learning from it, then it's controlling you. And yeah, that's it. All right. Namaste. Remember, you're the key in all this, and just become aware of everything that surrounds you. You know, don't let anything control you. One Love 13 to you all, and I'll talk to you in a little bit.